Have you been playing Moonlight Peaks and absolutely loving the vibe? And then suddenly, nothing. You check your quest log, empty. You check your mailbox, that's empty. It's empty for 7 in game days straight. If you feel like your story progression has ground to a sudden screeching halt after the early game, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're diving into why the progression in Moonlight Peak feels so slow, how your social life might actually be blocking your main story, and the exact tips you need to get to the plot of the game and get things moving again. Tip 1. A lot of players in the community have reported that after a fast paced start, the game starts to hit a massive quiet period. You can easily go a week or more without seeing a single quest. So, what's going on? Well, it turns out the game relies heavily on time gating. The developers likely put those buffers in place to keep players from rushing through the plot in the first season. But it creates a really weird pacing issue. Depending on how fast you play, things get backlogged easily. You might feel totally stranded, only for 3 major events to trigger all that once a week. A week later. Tip 2. Here is the kicker. Your friendship might actually be breaking your main quest line. Yep, friends. What are they good for if they can't break your quest line? Multiple players have figured out that story triggers are deeply tied to character interactions and cutscenes. If you have been a social butterfly and unlocking a ton of date or heart events, you can actually create a massive bottleneck. The game gets so busy trying to give you NPC cutscenes that it literally blocks out the main story quests from triggering. So if you're wondering why the main plot is missing, it might just be waiting in line behind your dating life. You old sly fox, you. Tip 3. If you're stuck right now, here's your homework to get the town moving again. Scan your map. Don't just wait for the mail. Walk through town and look closely for sparkles or exclamation point markers on the outside of NPCs' homes. Or target specific friendships. If you want to unlock the museum, which is a huge next step for many stuck players, you need to focus heavily on your friendship with Jada. She's the key to starting the entire quest line. And don't ignore the locals. Put some extra effort into your relationships with Ludo and Persephone. Leveling them up is a proven way to kickstart the next phase of the game. Last but not least, let's talk about the plot, the Dracula problem. Now, while we're waiting for those quests to trigger, we have to talk about the story itself because the community has some thoughts. The big one, Dracula. The whole vampire premise is what drew a lot of us in. Let's be real here. But a major complaint right now is that the Dracula plotline feels completely sidelined or even abandoned as the game goes on. We wanted way more of Dracula, way more vampires in that central lore. And speaking of character arcs, there are a bit of a hit or miss. While some NPC stories are amazing, characters like Orlok are driving us crazy. Seriously, the community consensus is pretty loud on this one. Orlok might just be the most frustrating character to deal with. For someone with such a cool backstory, the lack of meaningful development has made him, well, let's just say a lot of us are hoping our dad beats his point. I don't understand how such a grown man with grown children acts this way. All right, well, how was your experience with this game so far? Are you currently stuck in a 7-day mail drought? Or have you managed to unlock the museum? Or more importantly, are you an Orlok defender or are you his #1 hater? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy gaming updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!